Hello everybody, welcome back to Season 2 of the Pokemon X series. Today we're here at Rockingham Speedway, North Carolina for the running of the Technic Services 300 presented by CarQuest Auto Parts. On the pole tonight is the 52 of Philip Goldberg, and James Stabilito will start on the front row alongside him. We saw an overtime, thrilling finish at the truck race here at the Rock. And Michael Anderson won the race. Let's see who will join him in victory lane here today. 26 laps this time around the track. It has been brought back to the dead and repainted and renovated. And now we're back to the green at Rockingham as our second race of the doubleheader gets underway. Three wide for third. And there's our winner last week from Nazareth, Julius Anderson, trying to go two in a row. There you see cars in the wall. Whoa, Dexter Black in some trouble. And here comes Troy Kane coming to third place. Philip Goldberg has pulled ahead already. And a great start for him. Here's the 7 of Ulal Silver trying to get a win for the team. Troy King has a win, so he's trying to get a second. And I think Connor Hurley won already as well. So these guys are good, but Ulal Silver wants that win. Nicky Maxwell has a win. Jake Jefferson does not. Morgan McPherson has a win. We'll see if he can do it here. If he can get a second here, I might say. So the leads pulled a little bit as Goldberg is in front right now. A huge margin, but a caution could come out any time, you know. And that could change the field. DJ Kirker makes the move for position right there. Ooh, two car in some trouble. Oh, 07 is hit, but he's able to continue. Two wide battle in the back. There's not really much going up in the front right now. Goldberg continues to lead. He's still trying to maintain it. He's already won a race this season. He's trying to win for the second time and lock himself in the X Series playoffs. Only a few races left until the regular season comes to an end. We will have 3 races and then the regular season finale at Gravis City Zone 11. That's where also the Truck Series will have its regular season finale as well. Going to be an exciting weekend, that is. Deciding who will be the X Series and Truck Series playoff drivers there. Little 3-wide battle, a little bit of battle going on in the back there, but other than that, though, nothing much has happened here in Rockingham. Almost a stark difference to what we saw in the trucks. We saw like a lot of drivers beating and banging in the Truck Series race here at Rockingham, UK, since they were more used to the track. It was always a fun track to run in for those guys, because they had a lot of fun at Rockingham. But now in this race, it's looking like it's a completely different story. And the 19, that is Troy Kane running 5th position now, and he might lose it to Nicky Maxwell. And Maxwell low line, gonna get that 5th spot? Yes. Battle of the Junior Motorsports cars, the 7 and 9. Both teammates. One of them has a win already, and that is, of course, that's Julius Anderson. Maybe he's trying to help his teammate a little bit, trying to get some of the draft. Or maybe he's trying to use the draft to get by for a second, and maybe he can catch up to Philip Goldberg. Because he has dominated this race from start to finish. Still don't have caution or pit stop yet, but any one of those could change the outcome of this race. This could come down to the pit strategy and pit stops and stuff, and we might see some action. 52, his lead is up to almost a second. There you see the cars trying to find a line here at this track. And now they're approaching. Oh, I thought they were approaching lap traffic. No, they're not. Weird. Everybody's running, still running in the race, and nothing much has really happened so far. Oh, look at this, a battle. Oh, wow, I thought that was going to be a battle for second place. Looked like the 9 car was going to go down low to get the 7's draft, but he's not going to get that draft. 11 laps left in the Rockingham race here at North Carolina. And after this, we'll be heading to the United Kingdom for a Pokemon Cup Series race at a track that's also known as Rockingham Speedway. Rockingham Motor Speedway. Only difference between, in the name, only difference between this and the other Rockingham is that there's no motor in this track name. That's only in the UK one. The UK one is a very unique oval in the oval that also provides some tight racing for the Cup, and has had some of the most exciting races at that track. The exciting races of the past seasons have been in Rockingham, UK in the Cup, and it'll be the penultimate race of the regular season and then they'll head over to Twin Ring Motegi. And by the way, after the penultimate race at Rockingham, we will immediately have the Twin Ring Motegi race the next day. So another back-to-back day of Cup Series action. You won't miss a single minute of the Cup Series running the race there. As you see, Lal Silver looks like he's going to come down. He will. The pit stops are underway. Connor Hurley was getting a little loose there, but he's able to get onto pit road. Wonder if it's going to cost him. 52 stays out. He might have to come down in this lap, though. And this is where the Truck Series race would almost end, but the X Series has 7 more laps, so these guys are all going to make it to the very end. But who got the best pit strategy? Only time will tell. Ryan Butcher is going to be your leader. Only car not on pit road. It looks like Dexter Black's strategy. Dexter Black might be pulling something out of the magic hat. Who knows, though? Looks like Butcher might be coming in at this stop, and he will. Everyone's going to be clean on pit stops. And a trouble for Philip Goldberg. He's really slow on pit road. This can't be good. Finally out. A couple cars went ahead of him, though, so kinda makes you wonder. Is he going to... Kinda makes you wonder what happened. Why did he have a slow pit stop? Butcher's on pit road. He's still ruled as the race leader. And he just crossed the line as the leader. Can't get a good view out of this one. I think this is the best view we can give you. They're back to racing, and wait a minute, did Butcher just stop and go? I think he did. Wait a minute. Yeah, he did. He went. He had one of the early stalls. Whoops, I almost didn't even notice that. Wow, he had one of the early stalls of the track. That is so weird. Wow. Well, that slow stop, remember that? That's probably not going to affect the 52's lead at all, possibly, because he is still ruled second, 8 seconds behind. I think he might still be the leader, in fact. And, no. Oh, yes, he is. Goldberg still leads. So I guess that slow pit stop didn't matter. I just saw cars coming out of pit road ahead of him, though. But I think those are the ones that pitted a lap earlier, and unfortunately, it didn't work for them. Connor Hurley did get second place, though, so that's a positive. And in fourth place is now Joshua Sakulli. But if there's a caution, though, it would completely change this race. Philip Goldberg has been unstoppable from the very first lap. 3 laps away from his second win of the year. From another victory for the former Cup Series champion. And he would definitely now be a lock into the X Series playoffs with another win. Unsurprising because Goldberg is a former Cup champion. Trying to get that X Series title added to his name. Maybe even go to trucks in a next season and possibly try to win a title from there. Then he'd be a triple threat. He'd be a legend in the all 3 series if he decided to do that. Or maybe even go back to Cup. Because with all his performances, he should go back. With the performances he's put on in the X Series right now, he should go back to Cup. Coming to the white flag with 1 to go for Philip Goldberg. Definitely has enough talent and potential to go back to the Cup Series for sure. And he was a former champion in Cup, so maybe he all he needed was to go back to the X Series and go back to his roots of winning and succeed there. And he's going to do it. He'll come off the final turn to win at the Rock. And Philip Goldberg has won again in the X Series, dominating almost the entire race here at Rockingham, North Carolina. So Philip Goldberg has won again. Not as exciting as, of course, the truck race there, but what can you do? It was a much tamer race for once here at Rockingham after a very, very up and down race in the truck series. But it's okay though, as Philip Goldberg takes the checkers for once again. We'll update you on the points after ORP. So once we are done with ORP that weekend, we will let you know who's. Oh, I'm sorry, not ORP, Richmond. Because next up, the Cup Series will head to Rockingham, UK, and then we will go to Twin Ring Motegi, the regular season finale for Cup. The X and Truck Series will return at ORP, part of Indianapolis weekend. And then the X Series after ORP goes to the Indianapolis track. 2 races in the Indianapolis Speedplex, as one in ORP and one in the Indy track, along with the Cup Series race there, as the Cup will start the playoffs at Indianapolis. And then Portland will be in the Truck Series, only a truck-only race, Portland, and a doubleheader in the X and Cup Series at Richmond, and then we'll get to the regular season finales for the X and Trucks at Gravis City Zone 11, and that's where the Cup first round of the playoffs will end. So it's going to be a very exciting next couple of races among all 3 series here on this channel. You don't want to miss any of them. We hope you enjoyed this race as well. So we'll see you guys at Rockingham, UK. Going to be a lot of fun to do because it's the penultimate regular season race in the Cup Series Season 33. You definitely do not want to miss the rest of the Cup season. The playoffs, of course. So I hope you enjoyed this race somehow, and we will see you guys next time at Rockingham, UK.